So I was talking to QP Haiti and a light bulb went off in my head. It was dim, but it was there. It says here, increased salvage and grief. Zombies will drop 100 at a time. So tell me, what is going to stop a player from spamming decoy grenades? They only cost 500 and work almost instantly. It's better than a monkey. Every grief map will have gobblegum machines and crafting tables, which I think is a mistake, but that's my opinion. Without having played yet, I'll gladly be wrong. So if you almost have someone down, they can just toss a decoy, then buy another. How are decoys not on the restricted list? They're far too cheap if the salvage drops are going to be 100 each. And increased salvage means more chopper gunners and mutant injections. When you pop them, you're invincible. You don't put something that makes you invincible in grief. You can't grief someone that's head burying, and now we got that kind of shit built into the game itself. If things are looking bad, Ether Shroud. Somebody still fucking with you? Ether Shroud again. It's 2 charges. Are they still fucking with you? Well, guess what? There's a gobblegum to instantly recharge your Ether Shroud, so we can just keep repeating this charade. And this is not me being a purist either, saying remove everything, because I'm not even one of the custom boys. I was a pub star. Use what you got to get the win. But I'm just looking this stuff over, and a lot of this doesn't get past one playtest with people who played the original. Because I'm starting to see some shenanigans going on here. I've already got so many cheesy strats thought out that you would never be able to stop me from doing, and you just have to patch it out. That restricted list is going to expand immensely. At the moment, the only things restricted are things that would just not physically work in grief. So what does that say? It means we're the beta testers. The players are going to be finding broken shit that's super OP, and then they'll patch it later. Could it handle this beforehand to prevent all the whining? Obviously, people are going to complain either way. That's how gamers are. We're a whiny bunch. But this isn't just whining, right? Some of this shit is like OG Modern Warfare 2 levels of probably not a good idea. Rule number 1 in online gaming: never trust the player base. They will abuse absolutely everything they're given. There will be no handshake agreements on what is and isn't allowed in a pub. So let's build our day 1 class. I'll give you a setup that I think will make it impossible to lose if you're decent. Go into the store, buy a shit ton of legendary gobblegums. They sell packs that give you multiples of all the best ones. For your field upgrade, Ether Shroud with Group Shroud and Extra Charge Augment. Now you're able to bail out you and your entire team of danger twice. Flopper with Tribologist and Dr. Ram. Someone knifes you, you can just slide away. And if someone traps you, you can push through the horde. A stowed mutant injection or chopper gunner for even more insurance. You get trapped, pop it to escape, and a couple cheap to replace decoy grenades. With this setup, unless there's more to the game, I'm not understanding which is completely possible. I believe this is why capture zones exist, the ultimate equalizer, because otherwise this will make you an ungriefable monster because you have an out for every single situation. And worst yet, every one of those things is rechargeable, so you can just keep doing it all game. One thing's out, use the other, just cycle through it. What about the gobblegum setup? Because you get 3 you can use instantly, don't even need to visit the machine. So, Perkaholic, Raindrops, and Hidden Power. With those 3 gobblegums, you could have every perk, level 3 armor, gold pack-a-punch gun on round fucking 1. You could just bully teams simply because you have stuff they don't have. You paid for it, they didn't. Now, we're not being negative on something that hasn't come out yet, and we're not promoting cheesy loadouts, but someone has to point this stuff out because I'm not seeing the vision for balance personally. It might all make sense. I can't stress that enough. We have not played. It might actually all make sense. My worry is there's like 1,000 combined combinations for augments along with everything else. Are you telling me Treyarch playtested every single combination to see what works and what doesn't? No, they obviously didn't, because the restricted list doesn't have one thing on there purely for balance sake. That's gonna be us. That's gonna be our job to beta test what is OP, and before it's even out, I've already got a few that if you just want to dominate day 1 and have the gobblegums or the money to buy them, you could have a great time at the expense of others. And maybe that's actually in the spirit of grief. Interesting. Couple others we haven't talked about. Obviously, Perkaholic is the spotlight stealer, but what about shields up? It's just a regular one. Anyone who's Master Prestige has a shit ton of these, and in 6, armor is everything, far more important than Jug. Now, what Shields Up does is it refills your shield, like it did in the old game, but on top of that, it also makes your armor break slower. So unless it's round 40, we're talking like a 15 hit down. If he's got level 3 armor, that guy's gonna be unkillable. We also neglected to mention this guy. We talked about the half-speed debuff, said that's a game ender. What about the one that gives you a friendly Abomination that only attacks the other team? What the fuck crack led to this decision? If you played 6, you know these guys take ages to kill, and now you gotta kill them with 4 people knifing and spraying you? Your only out is a chopper gunner. Ah, we found our first semblance of balance. That's the chopper gunner's place. Problem is, you can use it other times just to escape. If you remove both chopper gunner and this guy, that's even more balanced, in my opinion. I don't really know, it's all just theory, but it's fun to theorize and come up with shit. Make no mistake, this feels negative, but this is just out of excitement to get in there. This is all we can do until it comes out. Look at what's there and talk about it. I can certainly see a world where this iteration of Grief, at least on day 1, leans a little bit into Mario Kart Blue Shell territory. But let's end this on a positive note. Think of all this shit going the other way. There are so many tools at your disposal. A Tricky Shot-esque player starts combining different things and chaining them together, and you just get the craziest shit you've ever seen in your life.